Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia, and, well, I don't know whether to call this really a class showcase anymore, but basically what I want to do is highlight the work that the mod creator is currently doing on Phantasy Calradia. Let me just say that they are an absolute beast. Because there's been, I don't even know how many patches. There's been a lot of patches in the past, I don't know, what, 10 days, 12 days? I don't know, a lot of days. And there's been a lot of patches to match them. And every single time there's a patch, it fixes something or changes something to make the mod even better. And I gotta give absolute props to the mod creator for that. And they've even been active in the comments section. And you may have seen them actually, replying to you and things like that. So that is pretty awesome. And actually, they've taken one of my suggestions, which I actually was not anticipating. Usually when I say things, I don't expect them to be taken into account or anything like that. But I gotta say, I really appreciate that because I feel like that really makes a difference to the Barbarian class. And basically what has been done as well to the nighttime. The nighttime has also been changed, as far as I'm aware. But basically, what has been changed about the Barbarian? Well, if you haven't read the patch notes or if you haven't seen any of the comments about it, well, basically when we are below 50% HP as a Barbarian, we gain a minimum of 150% increased damage. So, in my opinion, that's absolutely fantastic because that means that you can still gain huge amounts of damage output. You can still get those 400% increases and things like that, but it's much more in keeping, in my opinion, with the Barbarian style of play. And I absolutely, I didn't even know it could be done. So I'm very, very impressed. And I gotta say that this is probably one of the most dedicated mod creators I've really seen. There are some very dedicated mod teams, but I think for the most part, the mod creator of this Phantasy Calradia, not the original one, because apparently they are inactive, but this one that's currently working on it is by themselves. And doing all this work, and doing it over the holidays as well. And I don't know whether you can really ask for more. You can't. You can't ask for more than that, can you? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't hold it against them to take a bit of a break, to be honest. But yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. And obviously I haven't actually seen how it's going to work just yet because we haven't gotten damaged yet. But that is maybe going to change. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm on default gamma at the moment. So basically, in the original Phantasy Calradia shader settings or whatever it was that the mod creator changed, I'm not a modder by any means. I have no idea about any coding. I'm not good enough for that. I probably have to do a little bit of reading up on it. Well, a lot of reading, shall we say. And anyway, the point is, they've changed the shader settings and basically made nighttime brighter. And that's fantastic because beforehand, when I was, playing on default settings with the gamma, you couldn't see anything. But hopefully now you can actually see things and, you can actually watch the action instead of, having it just be a completely black mess and completely pitch black and us being not able to, basically you just hearing me say, oh, that guy did a lot of damage, and then you just seeing the text log. That's not very good, is it? No, but now it is vastly improved. And that's exactly the point. If you give suggestions, and I think the mod creator actually did say something about this, if you give suggestions and they have the time to do it and the inclination, if they think it's a good idea, they're going to implement your idea into the mod. And I think that's absolutely fantastic because, playing the mod and giving feedback and all that sort of thing. And I'm very glad actually that, my series, my class showcase for the Orc Barbarian in particular has affected the mod in some way, in a positive way. I don't want to make it worse, obviously. I don't know whether I could make it worse because it is just so good, And, oh yeah, by the way, the orcs, no, not the orcs, the ogres have also been changed a little bit. Their walking speed has been improved because apparently they were a little bit too slow. And yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. They're much, much more usable now, and we're charging into a line of archers. This is going to be interesting. Oh. Yeah, I thought to myself, this is going to be interesting, and then I was going to take a huge amount of damage and maybe get to 150% increased damage. But that does not seem to be the case, because you can see here that they're being cowards. Your cowardly Sauronid menace. We must eliminate them. Oh, they're running off in multiple directions as well. Now, my goal for this, you know, considering I've gone on and on about the mod creator and how, you know, what a great job they're doing. I mean, I don't know whether I can really praise the modding community more, to be honest. I mean, literally, I've said in the past, you know, every time there's a new mod or a new update or something like that, and I very much enjoy it, I give props to them, you know, because they do hard work, and these are free mods. Bear that in mind. They're absolutely free, and to pour that much effort and dedication into something that is free and is released to the community in such a, you know, wonderful, sort of unselfish manner, that's absolutely fantastic. I cannot praise it higher. And that's exactly the point. That's exactly the reason why Warband in general has such a long lasting life in terms of game time. Because in general, you know, what are you going to do, okay? You know, so like, you know, you're going to start up a game of native and you're going to play native, and then you're going to be like, oh, okay, you know, maybe I'll play as a different faction, and then maybe I'll get a little bit bored of, you know, my second playthrough or something like that, and then I'll decide, hey, well, maybe I'll try out the multiplayer. And I know a lot of people absolutely love the multiplayer, and I don't fault them for that at all, because the multiplayer can be extremely fun, you know, and, you know, going from there, you think, okay, so what else is there to do? You know, if I'm a big fan, if one is a big fan of the multiplayer, then obviously, you know, probably going to stick around there a little bit and play that for quite some time. But otherwise, there's not much, you know? There's not much. If it didn't have mod tools, then you'd basically be like, okay, one and done, you know, 50 hours or something like that, and then you're done with the game. But I know many people have over, I don't know, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 hours in the game, and you just gotta say, well, that's all due to the modding community, isn't it? It's all due to the modding community, and you got to give them absolute praise for what they've done for the game. And you know, it feels to me like, I don't know, it feels to me like the developers, you know, Tailworlds, it feels to me like they should reward them in some way, but I have no idea how that would go, to be honest, because we don't want a, well, I don't really want to comment on a different game, you know, in a Warband video, but, you know, the kind of debacle that's currently going on with Bethesda and what they're doing with Fallout 4 and the Creation Club and things like that. I don't really want to mention that, even though I just did. Oh my. Oh dear. Yes, well, anyway, point is, that is the reason why this game has lasted so long, you know? I mean, there is a lot of replayability in the native if you decide to play as different character classes, you know, if you create your own fun, because you can do that very easily, but you know what I mean. I'm just babbling on and on now, so I'm just gonna stop. But anyway, point is, Phantasy Calradia has been absolutely massively improved over the past, I don't even know, 3-4 patches. I mean, all of the patches are fixing bugs, fixing script errors, fixing something to do with the game and making it more stable. And that is very, very important to me, considering I am recording it, you know, because I know some mods, they don't bother with optimization and they don't bother with performance or anything like that, and they basically just say, oh, here's a fantastic setting and amazing amounts of unique units, and I'm very, you know, I'm perfectly fine to get on board with that. But if the mod then starts to crash after 50 days in game or something like that, then a series has to end, and I can't really do much more about it, you know? I can't fix it myself. As I say, I'm not very fluent in mod creation at all, so, you know, there's that. But I feel like it really I don't know, it just gives a huge amount of dividends to the actual mod creator of Phantasy Calradia and their work ethic. That's the big thing here. But anyway, I think actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I don't know whether I should leave Bardet Castle. I don't really want to leave Bardet Castle and then for it to be taken by a vassal with very small amounts of units. Yeah, by the way, the reason why I haven't actually garrisoned it yet is because I don't actually have that much time right now, and yeah, there's just a whole big thing going on right now and tomorrow as well. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to do, and I don't have a lot of time to do recording, unfortunately. So yes, I do apologize about that, because I would have liked to have had stuff in the garrison right now. Maybe I can actually go to the Lord's Hall and maybe see if my constable is here, or maybe see if I can actually hire someone. Nope, seems like I can't hire anyone. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Wait a minute. Where's the garrison? There's the garrison. Okay, so I can technically place a bunch of... I guess I could place Orcish Pouncers in there. I mean, there's 16 of them. It's not really that good, is it? Okay, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to leave 16 in there. Maybe they're going to prevent the lowest of the low from besieging it. But for now, we're going to head on to Amarad. Because I can recruit 10 Saranids. Yeah, weird, right? Yeah, I know. Me recruiting 10 Saranids. Ah, there we go. There's this. There's the constable. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I needed. And we're going to just recruit a bunch of orcs. And then we're hopefully going to get a pretty decent garrison going on there. So let's just manage the garrison real quick before these guys affect my morale too adversely. And we probably want to build a prisoner tower, but I don't have much money. No, I actually don't have much money. You may have seen a message pop up there on the Gnomish Bank screen. And, well, you may have just seen a bunch of text saying, oh, the Gnomish Bank is doing well, and it's actually doing pretty well. It has about 27,000 in there right now, but obviously it's not the greatest, I suppose. Anyway, let's go for infantry, thank you. Please hire trainers of a good quality. Wow, so you can do mediocre quality and good quality. Well, that's fantastic. Alright. Okay, so yeah, now I'm going to recruit a bunch of Orcish, yes. Oh my, 90. Let's do it. I don't even know. Can I? Okay, apparently I can. Look at that, 1,810 dinars. I actually thought there was going to be a huge amount that was just removed, but no, apparently not. Anyway, do I have even more money? I don't actually know. Okay, so Bardak Castle, where's that? There it is. Okay, so did I just do that? Did I just send an elite patrol? There's a recruiter. That recruiter's gonna get picked on. I have a feeling that recruiter... Why is it waiting? Go! Run! Why are you waiting? Ah, there we go. There's the rents from Bardet Castle, and we also do have the net revenue from the dye works at Tolga and Bloody Cliff, so that's fantastic too. All right, so could you just go? Do I have to speak to them? Yeah, because here's the thing: my morale is plummeting at the moment, and I do not appreciate that. So I'm gonna have to get into battle with some very high-level troops, or I'm going to just have to. Oh. Okay. Well, this is a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Help the defenders. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Okay, so this is a new feature as well, because I've never seen this in any other mod. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think I've seen this in any other mod. And you can actually help the defenders if you so desire, but we're not going to do that. We're going to join the next assault. I actually wanted to take this for myself, but it seems like that is not going to happen, because apparently the war chiefs of the Bleeding Throat clan are just so bloodthirsty that they are willing to do anything. They're willing to do anything to dismantle the Saranids from within. Oh yes, that is exactly what we're doing, by the looks of things. Alright, so let's see if we can actually get our enrage mechanics to work here, because obviously I haven't taken enough damage for the 150% minimum damage to actually kick in, so hopefully that's going to happen. Yeah, well, I actually don't want to die, obviously, so I guess I'm just going to well, do my best to deal as much damage as possible, and then if I just so happen to take the damage that is required, then, you know, I'll be pretty happy with that. So, yeah, now this is when I really, really do miss having some kind of spell to use. But hopefully, yeah, ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah, there we go. That is what I'm talking about. Nice. Good amounts of... Okay, never mind. I had good amounts of damage for a couple of seconds. Well, that's not very good, is it? No, that is not very good at all. So we're going to have to do some massive damage against these skirmishers right here. And there we go. Okay. Oh, there's the Enrage. Very nice. Okay, so the Enrage is now coming into its effect. And yeah, there we go. Minimum damage, 150%. That's actually pretty fantastic. Now, I do have to hide here for a second and just make sure that I'm going to survive. Oh, wow. I almost died. Okay. Well, I guess we got to get back up the ladder. That is always like me, isn't it? Yes, it is always like me to just be like, oh, yes, there's a ledge here. Let me very quickly step off it. Yes, I don't know why I did the Captain James Kirk there for some reason. I was just like, oh, we have arrived on a planet. The planet is inhospitable. Inhospitable. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I failed everyone. Yes. Whoa, oh, okay. Taking no damage whatsoever from falling damage. Apparently this orc knows how to jump. Yes, he certainly does. Alright, so where are the remaining enemies? There's only 4 of them, and they are holed up over there. Huh. Oh well, never mind. If I could actually just say inhospitable. Inhospitable, there we go. Okay, that's working. I'm like, oh, Windows.exe is not working. You know? Oh, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, anyway. I think that's an actually pretty awesome change. And I don't even know how it was implemented. I don't know. It was just crazy good. Crazy good. So, yeah. Now, when we get damaged, we actually get rewarded for it. So that's something that I very much appreciate. Whoa, I already have 150%. I should have 150%. 304 damage with the Maul of the Titans. Yes. I need to look a little bit better, personally. But, yeah, there's actually a bunch of really, really cool builds as well that some people are mentioning in the comments. And I don't know whether you've looked through the comments, but there's actually some really cool ones. Like, I think I saw someone mention a barbarian that was also using faith skills. So, in other words, you take a huge amount of damage, and then you heal it up, and then you can just take more damage, and so on and so forth. I think that seems like a really cool combination. Obviously, if you're going for a pure build like we are, then obviously that's, you know, that's not going to work, but I think that's pretty awesome. Ooh, the War Chiefs are with us. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so yeah, let's continue dealing some damage, yes. There we go. War Chief Brugar, and War Chief person that doesn't sound like an orc. Yes, I think that's probably one of the other vassals, but yeah, it hasn't been renamed or anything like that, which is absolutely fine. I have no problem with that, so yeah. Anyway, there you go. Alright, we were able to achieve victory, and I'm very surprised that my morale is still very low, but I think I'm going to have to do something about that. I mean, look, I have exquisite bread. Oh, rotten butter. That's... Oh, and rotten fruit. That could be a reason why we're having some issues. Yes. Shall we just say that that's the reason why we're having issues and leave it at that? Thank you very much. Let's just ignore the fact that I was having rotten fruit and all kinds of things in my inventory. Okay. Reclaim my... What? I don't want to reclaim anything, thank you very much. I'd like to take my fine fruit and some well-dried meat and all that sort of thing. Oh yeah, by the way, it seems like the mod creator did actually let me know, in the comments actually, that there were additional ways of getting... Oh, I have no money. Oh, that always happens to me, doesn't it? Wow, that's a huge amount of money for food. Okay, well, there you go. Anyway, point is, the mod creator allowed me, well, basically left a comment about going, why was it now? Going into camp and doing something, like taking an action. There we go. Yes, preserve some of the raw food in your inventory. So let's do that, just because you haven't obviously seen this before. I haven't seen this before. Ah, look at that. We need more grapes and we need more fruit. Yeah, we need 2 of each. And that is going to enable them to stick around longer. And maybe even have an infinite lifespan. As long as you have it, obviously. As long as you have it in your inventory, and as long as it's not eaten, then that is an absolutely fantastic addition as well. 1,500? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's take 1,500. I don't mind having that. I have such little money. I really need to do something about that. What about my morale? Is my morale still doing badly? Yes, it is. It's absolutely awful. Oh my. I'm a bit worried about that. Yeah, with my Dwarven Paladin, which is obviously the new class showcase, that is not going to have any problems with morale, because I think he has, what is it now, 5 or 6 in leadership? And we don't... What is my recruiter doing? My recruiter's just sitting there. Oh no. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, well, I don't know whether it really matters too much, because obviously I'm just going to continue, you know, recruiting myself. But yeah, I'm just going to put 10 Orcish Juggernauts in there as a way to maybe buffer ourselves a little bit and just maybe make it a little bit easier for us to gain morale back. But yeah, what I'm going to need to do is I'll need to go off screen, find a tournament, do that, maybe gain at least 10,000 or so. And if I can't find a tournament, then I'm probably going to have to go to the Gnomish Bank and retrieve some money from there. Anyway, if you've watched until now, then I just want to let you know that you can get the update patches in the description. You can go to Mount & Blade Nexus, create a free account, or maybe you don't even need a free account to be able to download those, because they're very small files. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.